Dustin Jayski. Justin, with how many playoff points SVG has kind of built up, how does that kind of change the outlook for him going into the playoffs now?
Well, I don't know if it changes as much as it sort of develops kind of the thought around, you know, if we can actually win as many of these road course races as we think we can win, which we've done, you know, the hope is that that accumulates enough playoff points that as his oval learning continues to get better, we go into the playoffs in that first round where, you know, we've got a lot of points in the bank. He's in a really good position, and he can get through those three, you know, fairly difficult oval races in a competitive fashion and get ourselves to the round of 12, where there's another road course, another opportunity to punch his ticket to the round of 8. And so, you know, that being able to go to the road courses and win like this is a really great sort of support mechanism for his development on the ovals as we, you know, chase a points championship. So, you know, I'm very encouraged by his rate of learning on the ovals. I think he's only just begun to start to put it together. I think the ceiling is really high for him, and he's here for a while. So there's not going to be a ton of pressure on him this year. It's going to be like, you know, go into the playoffs and, you know, learn about how things start to change in the playoffs, how teams race each other, how drivers race each other, how important points are, how you're kind of always looking at the cut line in the next round, and that's going to be another great experience for him. So, you know, I think we've got we have a real opportunity to get to the round of 8, and, you know, either way, it'll be a great learning experience for him, and you know, get him prepared for making a deeper run year after year.
Nathan Solomon, NASCAR.com. Justin, with Shane being the first rookie to ever achieve 4 wins in his first season, just have you had any time to absorb that and kind of take that in with the greatness that he's been on in this tear on the road courses lately?
It's hard to, because you know, it's like what he's doing right now is sort of why he's in the car, because we feel like we had an opportunity to do this. But when these wins just keep coming in the way that they are, and the fact that, you know, the rest of the series, the rest of the drivers are watching him and getting better, but he's getting better too, and it just seems like they just can't do anything with him right now, it's just this amazing thing to watch. I forgot your question. I was thinking it's hard to absorb because, you know, like I said, seeing it actually happen and seeing how the industry responds, and, you know, as we kind of prepare through the week and we look at the race, and you never want to take anything for granted. You never want to go into a race weekend like thinking that it's easy or that you're going to win or something like that, because it's so difficult to do it. But to watch him continue to execute at such a high level is why we've made a big commitment to him and why he's in this race car. And I think, you know, I'm excited for the sponsors and for Chevrolet, because we had to sell it into them, and we really, it wasn't just us. I mean, we had to get a lot of people to come and support it, and we got in front of them and said, look, this is what we think is possible. So seeing it come together is it's a great story for our business and great for our partners, and it's going to be hard to really understand the gravity of it until we are removed from it for some time. Right now, we're just enjoying it.
Also to follow up quick, with the mistake he made last year at Watkins Glen, and obviously 1-2 again between him and Busch, what was his mindset and approach coming into this week? Was it any different knowing that he had made that mistake last year and wanting to avenge it?
I think as an athlete, it's hard to ignore those thoughts. I mean, I think that one he kicked himself pretty hard last year for that one. Really feel like he gave that one away, and I think it's sort of sat with him for a long time. I don't necessarily think it changes his approach. I mean, it was one corner, one moment, one tiny little mistake. It wasn't anything bigger than that. So we didn't need to like approach the weekend any different. I think he'll sit here and tell you the same thing, that, you know, it's not really on his mind. He gets in the race car, and no matter what has happened at that racetrack or against that driver in the past, it's all about just sort of winning in this moment, doing the best in this moment. So, you know, I mean, there's been some talk about it, obviously, because he's done media around it this weekend and everything, and that one stings. I think, you know, maybe there's some extra motivation, but at the end of the day, the bigger picture is just winning a cup race anywhere and against anybody.